Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jada's plan backfires, and Leo Howard makes his debut as Tate recast. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Friday, April 5th indicate that Leo Howard will assume Tate Black's position formally. As such, expect Tate to have scenes with Brady Black immediately away. Tate will spend the morning spending quality time with his father, but Brady might suspect that his kid isn't paying attention. According to teasers for days, Tate will allow Holly Jonas to take over his thoughts since he will be concerned about her punishment and all of the issues she would be facing now that she has gone clean. Fans of DOOL are aware that Nicole DiMera took a strong stand with Holly, putting her under indefinite grounding and requiring her to attend therapy sessions, with the option of going to rehab if needed. Nicole also snatched Holly's car keys and mobile phone, so it's clear that Holly is not thrilled about any of that. Holly will make every effort to persuade Nicole to reconsider, but her mother is adamant about keeping Holly from relapsing and won't give up. Day spoilers indicate that Chad DiMera will work with Leo Stark at The Spectator in the morning. Leo Stark will undoubtedly provide some thought-provoking analysis as always. Bobby Stein, also known as Everett Lynch, will stop by with some updates at some time. Everett will go to the office to tell Chad and Leo what he knows about Stephen DiMera's arrest as soon as he receives some news. Jada Hunter will next make an effort to demonstrate that her marriage is no longer valid, but Sloane Peterson Brady will disprove this when she reveals Jada is still Bobby's wife. Sloane will support Rafe Hernandez's earlier statement to Jada on the improper filing of her divorce documents. Jada will be excited to have Bobby, aka Everett, sign some fresh divorce documents as soon as she comes to terms with the situation. Regretfully, our day's forecasts indicate that Everett will fight against that in the upcoming episodes. In the interim, let's discuss Stephanie Johnson, who recently told Eric Brady about her problems with Everett. Sloane will hear her husband's guidance as Eric will talk to Stephanie about the idea of forgiveness. Sloane would start to question whether Eric could ever forgive her for taking Nicole's baby. Ultimately, Sloane needs to convince herself to shut up and never ask again if forgiveness is possible. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Sloane's secrets will cause problems in the future, so stay tuned. Breathlessly, Leo said at Jude's christening that he had something vital to say. "Leo, what are you doing?" Sloane inquired. "What I should have done from the very beginning," replied Leo. Leo declined the priest's request for a private confession when he was asked. "This is something I need to say in front of everyone," stated Leo. Sloane shook her head no, silently begging Leo to keep Jude's true origin a secret. She had tears in her eyes. "I've been to a lot of interrupted Salem weddings, but a christening?" Nicole spoke softly to EJ. EJ gave a nod of approval. Eric remarked, "Leo, don't make me regret inviting you." Leo was offered to be arrested by EJ. Melinda gave Jude to Sloane because she was fussing. Leo gazed at the infant for a brief while. Leo stumbled, "What I neglected to say, well, the truth is," Leo sighed as he turned to see the statue of the mother and child. "Well, I didn't say that I'm writing about this wonderful occasion for the Spectator Society pages today." Leo declared, "Therefore, if anyone objects to having their picture taken, say so now or never speak again." Though sighing with satisfaction, Sloane looked rattled. "Was Leo finished?" inquired the priest. "While I have the floor, let me also state that I am aware that many people in this room have experienced loss. In my personal opinion, I lost the love of my life. My heart hurts for him, not to the point of death, but it always will. Nicole and EJ's child passed away, which was an awful defeat. And I am aware that the losses experienced by the folks assembled here today are only the tip of the iceberg. But Jude, this wonderful baby being christened here today, has his whole life ahead of him. We can feel hope from that." Leo remarked, "It is a privilege to be his fairy godfather. For the price of one, you get two godfathers." "He is truly fortunate," Brady remarked. Melinda tried to smile, despite the tears in her eyes. As everyone applauded, Leo let out a long sigh. Eric lighted a candle, while Eric gave Jude to Brady. This light is given to you, parents and godparents, keep it burning brightly. Christ has enlightened this kid of yours. He must always walk in the role of a child of the light. May he never extinguish the spark of his religion, the priest remarked. John was so overcome that he murmured to Marlena that he had to go outdoors. Marlena trailed after him. Would you mind returning inside? I'm fine, John remarked. After what he had done, John acknowledged that he had felt uneasy in the house of the Lord. But isn't this the greatest location overall? God is merciful, beyond measure, Marlena declared. John was reminded by Marlena to be grateful for the day's gifts. Set aside your personal suffering for the moment. For that one day only, you know? It's really difficult to see you suffer, so if you can't do that for yourself, perhaps you can do it for me, Marlena remarked. Marlena contended that John could forgive himself if Constantine could. The baptism ended inside the church, and Teresa went to see Tate. Marlena dragged Leo into a corner across the room and asked him about the act he had committed. It's a happy ending, Leo remarked. EJ and Nicole informed Holly that they were going home for the celebration. Holly said, I'll see you in a few. Nicole reluctantly nodded and walked out with EJ. Holly blew out her candle. Eric promised to meet Melinda and Sloane at the car when he saw Holly. Eric used the opportunity of the empty church to speak with Holly as the women left. Leo ran into Sloane and Melinda outside the chapel. Leo replied, I smell a lecture coming on. How should I put it, even though I am really appreciative that you didn't reveal our baby exchange secret to the world right before Jude's baptism? Are you crazy? Said Sloane. Leo said that the scene and Nicole's dejection had overpowered him. I was compelled to do right by Nicole and EJ, Leo stated. Until EJ mentioned calling the authorities and you realized how much trouble you would be in, Melinda barked. Leo concurred it was a contributing factor in his decision to renounce his confession. Sloane went on to say that Leo had not considered how Melinda or her might be affected by the confession. Leo had obviously not considered that he might forfeit his dinner ticket should the truth come to light, according to Melinda. As I cast a quick glance at Nicole, I realized how much of a hot mess Holly had become, along with how pouty the teen was. I decided it might be best for everyone if I said nothing. Thus, I did, Leo clarified. Melinda and Sloane gave Leo a dagger-like look. Leo vowed not to give in to pressure once more to reveal their wrongdoings. Holly was in the church, sobbing. What is it? Eric queried. If I tell you something, will you promise not to tell anyone else? Holly inquired. Eric saw that he could maintain Holly's trust even if he was no longer a priest. Holly acknowledged feeling embarrassed about her secret. I'm positive the pills I took the night I overdosed weren't Tate's. Since they belonged to me, Holly admitted. Eric assured Holly he wasn't there to pass judgment. I swear I won't share with anyone. However, I demand that you inform your parents, Eric remarked. Holly declined. Holly said, Tate even said I shouldn't. Eric was perplexed and asked Holly if she thought Tate would rather live in a halfway home than have Holly come clean with her parents. Holly countered that she was telling lies to keep her mother safe. Eric assured Holly that Nicole had the fortitude to accept the reality.